Have you ever seen those AI text stories where the user starts with a sentence, like once upon a time, there was an ant who wanted to be a butterfly, and then the AI writes the rest of the story? Or maybe you've seen how ChatGPT, another AI, can answer questions based on a set of parameters or rules given by the user. Or perhaps you've heard of DALL-E or Midjourney, two other AIs that can generate images from a written description. These are all examples of artificial intelligence, but they're all different types of AI that can be grouped into three categories: narrow, general, and superintelligent. And these three categories have different capabilities and potential to change our lives. The first category is narrow or weak AI. Narrow AI is what most people think of when they hear the term AI. It's the type of AI that powers virtual assistants like Siri or Alexa. These systems are designed to perform a specific task, such as answering questions or controlling smart home devices. They do this by following a set of rules or algorithms that were programmed by humans. For example, if you ask Siri what time it is, it will tell you the current time. If you ask it to set a timer for 10 minutes, it will do that as well. That's because Siri has been programmed to follow specific commands and perform specific actions. However, Siri can only do these things, and it cannot do anything else. It doesn't have any other skills or abilities. This is why narrow AI is also called weak. AI is not strong enough to do tasks that require human intelligence, such as understanding natural language or reasoning or planning for the future. Narrow AI can only do what it was programmed to do. Another example of narrow AI is image recognition software used by Facebook to recognize faces in photos. When you upload a photo to Facebook, the software will scan the photo and identify all the faces in it. Then it will suggest you to tag the people in the photo. Narrow AI is also used in self-driving cars to detect objects such as pedestrians, cars, and traffic lights. Overall, narrow AI is not very powerful, can only perform simple tasks, and it cannot understand complex concepts or solve new problems that it has not been trained for. However, despite its limitations, narrow AI is still very useful, and it can make our lives easier in many ways. For example, virtual assistants can help us with everyday tasks, such as setting reminders or making appointments. Image recognition software can help us organize our photos or even diagnose medical conditions. Self-driving cars can help us avoid accidents and reduce traffic congestion. The second category is general or strong AI. General AI is the kind of AI that we often see in science fiction movies. This is the kind of AI that can do any intellectual task that a human can do, such as solving math problems or playing chess. General AI would have the ability to learn and understand new concepts and ideas, as well as to solve problems that it has not been specifically trained to solve. It would also be able to perform tasks that require creativity, such as writing music or painting pictures. General AI would have the ability to plan for the future and make decisions based on its goals and preferences. It would also be able to understand and respond to different situations and circumstances. In short, general AI would have the same cognitive abilities as a human being. One way that general AI could be achieved is by developing a system that can learn from its own experience and improve its own performance over time. This would require a system that can store and retrieve information, as well as to reason and plan. Another way to achieve general AI is to create a system that can simulate the human brain. This would involve creating an artificial neural network that can process information in the same way that a biological neuron does. It would also require a system that can simulate the structure and function of the human brain. One of the main challenges in achieving general AI is that we still do fully understand how the human brain works. We also don't know how to simulate the complexity of the human brain on a computer. Despite these challenges, some experts believe that we may be able to achieve general AI within the next few decades. Others believe that it may take much longer if it's even possible at all. General AI would have a profound impact on our society and economy. It could potentially do any job that a human can do, which would raise some ethical concerns about how we would treat machines that are equal to us or even smarter than us. It could also potentially help us solve some of the world's most pressing problems, such as climate change and poverty. Only time will tell what the future holds for general AI. And the third category is superintelligent AI. Superintelligent AI is the kind of AI that we often see in futuristic movies where the machines take over the world and become smarter than humans. Superintelligent AI is an AI that has the ability to learn and improve itself at a faster rate than humans. It would be able to outperform humans in most economically valuable work and could potentially surpass human intelligence in every domain. Superintelligent AI would be able to solve problems that humans couldn't even imagine, and could come up with solutions that are far more efficient than anything we could come up with ourselves. It could also potentially help us to better understand the universe and our place in it. However, superintelligent AI also poses some serious risks. If we create an AI that is smarter than us, we have no guarantee that it will be friendly or that it will share our values and goals. It could potentially see humans as inferior or even as a threat and decide to eliminate us or enslave us. It could also potentially go rogue and do something that is harmful to humanity. Despite the risks, some experts believe that we should pursue the development of superintelligent AI because the potential benefits are just too great to pass up. They argue that if we can create an AI that is smarter than us, it would be able to help us solve some of the world's most pressing problems, such as climate change and poverty. It could also potentially usher in a new era of prosperity and abundance for humanity. Others argue that we should proceed with caution and make sure that we have safeguards in place to prevent any negative outcomes. They argue that we need to make sure that we can control the AI that we create, and that we need to make sure that it is aligned with our values and goals. Ultimately, the decision of whether or not to pursue the development of superintelligent AI is up to us humans. We need to weigh the potential benefits against the risks and make a decision that we think is best for humanity. There are many challenges associated with developing superintelligent AI, such as how to align its goals with ours, how to prevent it from going rogue, and how to ensure that it benefits all of humanity rather than just a few. Nevertheless, the potential rewards are so great that many experts believe that we should at least explore the possibility of creating this technology. Only time will tell whether or not we will ever be able to create superintelligent AI, but one thing is for sure. It would be a technology that would change the world as we know it. So that's the difference between narrow, general, and superintelligent AI. As you can see, these three types of AI are very different from each other, and they have very different capabilities and potential. However, they are all equally important, and they all have the potential to change our lives in big ways. Which type of AI do you think is the most exciting, and which type do you think is the most dangerous? Let me know in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.